It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah! And there's so many plants! It's so pretty!
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Germinate!
The story has only just begun! Leave it to me!
Opening box of Adepti tricks. Wow. Oh.
Sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers! And it looks like there's something among them.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, Cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No. No! Impossible!
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans, fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes, the gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
Raman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret, But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow. Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is, thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders! You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves!
No, not Sino! He's gonna tear us limb from limb!
I could do worse.
Please have mercy!
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it!
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh? That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The doctor was previously expelled from the academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Al-Haytham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
You must have noticed by now. The academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the academia has never treated her as a god. When the academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis has been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
鎮守の森の外れで気の狂ったイノシシが暴れ回ってるんだって。数日前にあの辺を散歩してたでしょ。イノシシを見かけなかった？
いや、見てない。
見てないか。じゃあ変な子供は？同じあたりでここ数日魔女の行方を聞き回ってる子供がいるんだって。なんか妙な噂だよね。ね、本当かどうか確かめに行かない？
やめとく。家に帰って休みたいの。残業明けでもう限界だから。
家まで送っていくよ。そんな状態じゃ途中で倒れないか心配だもん。
今の聞いたか？そっちじゃなくて魔女の方だぞ。まさかオイラたちの知り合いの魔女じゃないよな。気になる。な、行ってみようぜ。当たり前だろ。お前は気にならないのか？魔女が現れるときは絶対でかいことが起きるんだ。オイラの勘違いならいいけど、もし当たってたら早めに手を貸せるかもしれないだろ。この辺だよな。どれどれ。イノシシ。魔女。異常なし。オイラたちの考えすぎだったか。アラート解除だ。よく考えたらこの辺でイノシシなんか見たことないもんな。魔女なんてなおさらだぞ。何の理由もなくこんな人気のない野原に現れるわけないぜ。あいつらでかいことをするのに忙しいんだからな。固定観念なのだ。魔女たちは娯楽のために裏でくだらないことを山ほどやってる。無関係な人を巻き込んで、だからハンターとしてあいつらを。君たちはハリスの従者じゃないか。君は超有名な旅人だな。そっちはパイモンだったか？待ってくれ。説明するから。私はプルーネ。アリスの友達だ。そう、友達。彼女に呼ばれて、とある、魔女関連の事件を処理しにこっちへ来たのだ。でも、ちょっとした不可抗力で連絡が取れなくなっちゃって。だから、こいつが、魔女の行方を聞いて回ってるっていう変な子供か？全部聞こえてるぞ。そういう目で見るのはやめろ。私は怪しい子供じゃないのだ。私はただ、専門的な調査で忙しかっただけで、とにかく、アリスとは知り合いなのだぞ。ほんとか？なんでそんなしどろもどろなんだよ。信じてないな。ほら、これはアリスがくれたやつだ。全部魔女の道具なのだ。君ならこの道具から漂う魔法の気配を感じ取れるんじゃないか？鈴にハンマー、それから一冊のボロボロの本？見た目は確かに普通じゃなさそうだけど、魔女のセンスっぽくはない気がするぞ。変だな。魔女の道具を知らないのはともかく、このソロン派の古典的な教本がわからないなんて。巷の噂じゃ、金色の旅人のそばにいる小さな旅の仲間はスメール教霊院に関する知識に対する造形が深くて、本もたくさん読んでるっていう話だぞ。これは80年前のとっても貴重な古典中の古典なのに。それってオイラのことか？世間のオイラへの評価ってそんなに高かったんだな。くはん。確かにいいものだな。さっきは言いそびれたけどさ。うわぁ、この鈴なんでいきなり鳴り出したんだ？理論上は局地性異常魔力波動を感知したからのはず。簡単に言えば、尋常じゃない力が近くに湧いてるってことなのだ。どれだけ間違えたかわからないけど、今度こそきっと魔女だ。なんだよそれ、わけわかんなくなってきたぞ。魔女が近くにいるってことか？とにかくついてきてくれれば、私が嘘はついてないってことすぐにわかるのだ。 魔物だぞ。魔女はどこ行ったんだよ。急ぎすぎてハンマーを忘れてきちゃったのだ。拾ってくるからその間に魔物のお掃除を頼む。ごめんなのだ。さすがだぜ。すごい速さで対処したな。噂通り規格外の強さだな。助けてくれてありがとう。さっきは無茶して悪かったのだ。本当に嘘はついてないのだぞ。アリスが言ってたのだ。鈴が鳴れば魔女が出てくるかもって。ただ、こんなに確率が低いとは思わなくて。おう、お前を信じるぞ。アリスの道具なら確かに予想もつかない機能がありそうだし、そのことは身をもって知ってるもんな。やっぱりそうだと思った。見てみろよ。ここにカードがあるぞ。空想の友達がいる子供たちへ、一緒にすごくいいことをしませんか。同大王を見つけてください。イノシシも書いてあるな。まさか噂の暴れ回ってるイノシシのことか。またあいつの陰謀か。なんだって？悪い奴の陰謀じゃないかと疑ってるのだ。子供に馴染みのあるものを使って誘い出そうとしてるかも。空想の友達を利用して罠にかけるなんて、恥知らずな人でなしが絶対に許せないのだ。そんなに悪い奴なのか。ひどすぎるぞ。オイラたちも放っておけないぜ。ってまたかよ。また魔物だったりしないよな。前のこともあるし、慎重になるのも無理ない。ついてくるかどうかは君たちが決めることだ。どうする？でも、一人でここに置いてくわけにもいかないよな。魔女の拠点なのだ。今度こそ間違いない。パッタカーン！突撃！全部ドカーン！吹き飛べ！全部吹き飛ばしちゃえ！噂は本当だったんだな。暴れ回ってるイノシシがまさか喋れるなんてな。しかも言ってることが怖すぎるだろう。一体何を吹き飛ばすつもりなんだ？クレイの言ってることは怖くないのか？あれ？栄誉騎士のお姉ちゃんとパイモンちゃん、それにプルーネお姉ちゃんも。お前たち知り合いだったのか？うん、プルーネお姉ちゃん、この前モンドに引っ越してきたばかりなんだよ。よくクレイと火あぶりして遊ぶんな。クレイ、お姉ちゃん大好き。火あぶり？クレイ、もう勝手に人に言わないって約束しただろ。君たちが思ってるようなのとは違うぞ。クイズに答えたら焼き菓子が食べられるゲームのことだ。そんなゲームがあるのか？おいらもやりたいぞ。じゃあ次はパイモンちゃんも一緒ね。いっぱいいたら火も大きくなって、きっともっと賑やかになるよ。そんなことはどうでもいいのだ。どうしてクレイがこんなとこにいるんだ？こいつに怪我とかさせられてないか？ こいつじゃなくて、ポップコーンだよ。クレイの新しいお友達なの。一緒に遊んでただけだもん。クレイのこと傷つけたりしないよ。待てよ。こいつ、このカードに書いてあるのと同じだぞ。これは、ドゥ大王の書いたお助けカードだよ。この任務はもう魔女会が持ってっちゃったけど。魔女会？クレイ、魔女たちはどこにいるのだ？教えてくれないか？いいよ。アジトにいるから呼んでくる。ビューンって言って、すぐ戻ってくるね。なあ、言っただろ。今回は絶対に間違いなしだ。魔女はやっぱり近くにいる。魔物じゃなくて魔女なのに、なんで戦闘態勢に入ってるんだよ。君は分かってないのだ。来たよ。小さな魔女会、登場。みんなで相談したんだけど、ヨーヨちゃんが小さな魔女会がいいって。みんなまだ大人じゃないから。なに？小さな魔女会ってどういうことだ？そんな話聞いてないぞ。クレイが作った小さな魔女会だよ。クレイは小さな魔女なの。二人ともまた会えたね。すっごく嬉しい。二人と会えた時はいつも絶対いいことが起きるんだよ。クレイちゃんからアジトに新しいお友達が来たって聞いたよ。改めて自己紹介をしなくちゃね。まずはヨーヨから行くよ。小さな魔女のヨーヨだよ。ビールから来たの。最近小さな魔女会に入ったばかりだけど、よろしくね。ああ、よろしくなのだ。ほら、ナナ、焦らなくていいから、さっきの稽古通りにするんですよ。さ、なんて言うか覚えてる？ナナは、小さな魔女。ノートにそう書いてある。旅人とパイモンは、ずっと心の中にいる。書かなくても覚えられる。新しい友達、新しい顔、頑張って覚える。節の番か？久方ぶりだな、二人とも。新たな友人をよろしく頼む。小さな魔女、さゆ、参上だ。ちびっこじゃなくて、小さな魔女たち、よろしくなのだ。プルーネでいいぞ。アリスやニコと同じ登場魔法まであるなんて、なかなか様になってるな。いひひ、ママはすごい大魔女だから、クレイはすごい小さな魔女なんだよ。プルーネ、お前が近くに魔女がいるって言ってたのは、その小さな魔女のことだったのか？もちろんだ。小さな魔女だって魔女だからな。アリスの指示か？じゃあ、こいつらもしかして、魔女界の手先か？プルーネお姉ちゃんはいい人だよ。クレイのお友達だもん。ママも言ってたよ。プルーネお姉ちゃんは、ママのお友達だって。友達？君のママも本当にそう言ってたのか？なんでこんなにびっくりしてるんだ？さっき自分でアリスとは友達だって言ってたよな。パイモンちゃんとプルーネお姉ちゃんも小さな魔女会に入らない？ヨーヨたちの仲間になろうよ。アジトのお菓子やおもちゃを一緒に分けっこしよう。ママが作った登場の魔法もあるよ。ママが言ってた。クレイもママみたいにこの綺麗な魔法を他 他の小さな魔女にかけてあげられるんだよ。遠慮しとく。ままごと遊びはとっくに卒業したのだ。お菓子食べ放題も最高だけど、登場魔法は何回見てもかっこいいよな。お前もそう思うだろ？待ってくれ。おいらまだ心の準備が。アリスは人にいろんな試練を与えるのが大好きだろ。もしかしたらクレイもそこを受け継いでるかもしれないじゃないか。自信満々で参加して試練を突破できなかったら笑い物になっちゃうぞ。なあ、どんな試練を乗り越えたら小さな魔女会に参加できるんだ？クレイに誘われたなら、あとは同意すれば加入できるぞ。セツたちもそうだった。そうだよ。意外と簡単だな。当たり前なのだ。子供の世界はシンプルなもの。複雑なルールは退屈な大人が勝手に作るのだ。よし。じゃあこれで、オイラは小さな魔女ってことか？オイラの登場魔法はどんな感じになるんだろうな。楽しみだぞ。ママが言ってた。登場魔法はとっても大事な第一印象になるから、小さな魔女のことをよく知ってる人に先に考えてもらうのがいいんだって。心の中で考えるだけでいいの。それからクレイと手をつないで、そうすれば魔法が伝わるよ。ひひ、オイラのことを一番よく知ってるのはやっぱりお前だよな。それじゃ頼んだぞ。気になるぜ。お前の中でオイラはどんな小さな魔女なんだ？パイモンちゃん、手を伸ばして。できた。小さな魔女パイモンちゃん、自己紹介してみて。もういいのか？やってみるぜ。ほほん。みんな、オイラは小さな魔女パイモンだぞ。一見落着ってことで、小さな魔女のみんな、そろそろ本題に入らないか？あいつは一体何なんだ？さっきクレイが小さな魔女会は任務を受けたって言ってたよな。オイラも今は小さな魔女会の一員なんだから、ちゃんと状況を把握しとかないとだぞ。オイラたちに詳しく教えてくれないか？ポップコーンの件は複雑だ。話すと長くなるし、ずっと立っているのもなんだ。どこか座れる場所を探そう。わーい！じゃあお茶会にしよう。お茶会ならいっぱいお話しするのにぴったりだもん。いい考えだね。ヨーヨー、お茶会のお菓子と点心を準備してくるよ。セツは椅子を並べよう。クレイはおもちゃを選んでくる。お茶会しながらみんなで遊ぶんだ。おー。ナナも一緒に行こう。好きなのを選んでいいよ。栄誉騎士のお姉ちゃん、プルーネお姉ちゃん、このアジトには好きに遊びに来ていいよ。小さな魔女会が歓迎するからね。まあいいか。どこかで本でも読みながら待つとするのだ。
Up and take you down.